the first thing I'm going to ask you is, if I had to be you, what would I experience based on your phobia? If I was you, what would I experience?
Dread and panic.
Okay, so it's dread, panic.
A feeling that I can't do it.
Okay, can't do it. I'm going to get you now to close your eyes and relive the experience to get more of an insight as to what goes on in this situation. And having done that, it'll give you a really powerful insight in terms of what is going on when you think of going shopping at Tesco. Okay, so if you close your eyes and really relax. Okay, just imagine a time where you've been in that environment, or you're contemplating going to that environment. Okay, go to the time and revisit it, almost as if you're in the here and now. You're there. Okay, you decide you need to go out and purchase some products. You decide you're going to take a trip to Tesco. Just think of what goes on, what you see, what you hear, and what you feel when you've made that decision to go shopping in Tesco, or whilst you're shopping in Tesco. So you might have a trolley, your hands are on a trolley, you can feel them. You might bump into one or two people. You might think about how much money you have in your pocket in terms of what you've got to buy. You might have a list of things that you need to buy. And just think and process that. Okay, and as you do, gradually come back in the here and now, but come back in the here and now with a bit of an insight into your mind in this situation. Okay, so what do we see, hear and feel? But what's going on as you...
I've got a very big feeling of dread again. Like I'm having to do something I just don't want to do.
Yeah.
It makes me feel depressed.
Yeah.
That's it really.
Okay, that's okay. So a lot of the references tend to be based on feelings, so kinesthetic based. So we talk about feeling dread, feeling depressed. And is there anywhere specifically where you have these feelings? Is there anywhere?
I tend to get all my feelings here.
Okay, around the heart region?
Well, that,
the
yeah.
solar, okay, around that solar plexus region. Okay. So a lot of the feelings are coming from there. And if you had to describe the feelings, what would they be? If you had to give a words on.
Heavy.
Heavy, okay. Okay. Now, let's say we, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say, where would you be on a scale of 1 to 10? With 10 being high and 1 being low in terms of the that situation?
Of being high, of bad, or
yeah,
high. 10 is 10 is bad.
Extreme and 1 being cool, moderate.
8.
Okay, you're at 8. Okay. And the reason we do that is because how do we quantify the mind? If we're going to go outside and do a 100-metre sprint, for example, which is physiological, then you take a stopwatch and you can say, well, you can do it in so many seconds, and can we get quicker than that? In this situation, it's a little bit different, a little bit more trickier really, because how do we quantify the mind? And the best way to quantify the mind is through asking the client, well, okay, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And the key is really for us to understand what's going on. And the first thing I would advise anyone to do, or one of the first things we would do, is get an insight into the person's mind. And their way to do that is asking them, if I had to be you, what would I experience? Okay, and get a really good feeling for what they actually experience. Because there is that tendency for some people to, because they may have treated somebody else who has the same fear or phobia, or because they may have had it themselves, they might think the person's thinking the same thing. Okay, no two people are the same. It could be something completely different. And that's why it's important to say, okay, if I had to be you, what would I experience? Because then we get insight into their mind as much as we possibly can. on an unconscious level, okay? And we may even prolong that for a bit longer, really, but for obviously exercise purposes, we've kind of condensed that. But we've got to an 8, which is pretty high, okay? And what we'll do at the end, we'll get another score, which is give us as an indication if it's working or moving us in the right direction, okay? I'm going to now run through the technique with you step by step, and we'll see how we go. Okay. You can follow your worksheets, or you can just observe and you've got the worksheets for you probably better off observing, and you can, yeah, okay. So I need you to close your eyes and really relax, and just let yourself go. Let's really relax. I'm going to count you from 5 to 1, and as I count back from 5 to 1, I'm going to get really relaxed state. 5. Just really relax your shoulders. You can feel your feet against the floor, back against the chair. You might be able to hear the cars in the background. 4, 3. Just really relax. Maybe walking down the staircase, and as you walk down the staircase, each step you become more and more relaxed. Let yourself go. 2, 1, and just imagine being in a very comfortable environment, somewhere that you feel really happy. You're with your favourite people, family. You can hear people laughing and having a good time, and you see what they're wearing and what you're wearing and how you feel and what the feelings are. And it's great to be in this place. You feel really relaxed and secure and comfortable. One hand might feel slightly warmer than the other, and you probably become aware of your breathing and your heart rate, but you feel really, really relaxed and let yourself go. And as you become really relaxed and you let yourself go, now I want you to think of an experience, or think of a time when you had to go shopping. Okay, and just notice what goes through your mind when you relate to this experience. And as you begin to relate to this experience, I want you to imagine now. Imagine you were making your way to a theatre or a cinema, and as you're making your way to this cinema or theatre, you get there, and as you get there, you walk through the door, and on a big screen at a distance, you notice there's a film on. And as you notice this film, you sit down and make yourself comfortable and relaxed, in that relaxed state. And it's at this point here that you begin to reassociate again to that time that you described, that dread, that panic, that feeling of heaviness coming from the solar plexus, that feeling of feeling slightly depressed. And imagine seeing that on a film in the background, on a big TV screen on the background, and just play the film from start to finish, and notice what's going on in the film until you decide to get up and walk into the film and become a part of what's going on. Okay? As you become a part of what's going on, you're feeling that dread, that panic, I can't do it, and you see all the things that are going on, have all the feelings that are going on. I'm going to now speed the film as fast as you possibly can in your mind's eye. Fast as you can forward, fast as you can backwards, fast as you can. So let's speed it up 3, 6, 9 times quicker than what originally is. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Keep speeding it up and keep reliving the experience as fast as you can, like a film, forwards and backwards. And as you do that, I would like you to drain all the colours out of this film. Drain them out completely. Okay? And as you drain all the colours out of the film, I want you to release any feelings you have from your solar plexus. And imagine tying them up to a balloon and letting them float in the sky, and you feel a release. And as you feel that release, turn any sounds down. And as you turn the sounds down, let's see this image from a distance. So float as high as you can towards the ceiling. And as soon as as high as you possibly can go, and you can see the image, which is about the size of a postage stamp, drain all its colour, all the sounds down, all the feelings released. Notice what it feels like to see this image from a distance, at this proximity. No colours or sounds. Then you can float back down again into the screen and just let everything completely evaporate. Okay, and as it completely evaporates, you can make your way, or you can begin to make your way back into your comfortable chair you were seated before. And as you do that, you might have some music in the background that really relaxes you. Some music in the background that really makes you feel relaxed and positive and puts you in a good place. Okay. And as you play that music, notice how more confident you feel, how more relaxed you feel, what it's like to be in that situation. And as you take your seat back now and again, and you watch the screen, just wipe the screen away completely, so it's a blank canvas, completely gone. Completely gone. And as you wipe the screen away, and you let go, and you let go of all these feelings, and let them go as high as you possibly can in the sky until they completely evaporate. And you can hear your favourite music in the background. Just notice how different your life will be going forward from now on, onwards. Starting from today, tomorrow, next week, a month from now, 6 months from now. Knowing that you have all the confidence to go in and do whatever shopping is necessary. And you might even enjoy the experience when you're going in there. And as you go into the store, you might even notice your favourite song playing in the background. And you see yourself in the store, doing your shopping, feeling really relaxed, feeling happy, more confident and more positive. And as you have them feelings, you feel the warmth and happiness of being around family and friends. You feel comfortable and secure. And you realise that this thought process may have served you to a point, as the mind at an unconscious level is acting to serve you and it wants the best for you. But now it's time to let go. It's time to let go and move forward with things. And you can wave goodbye to those old thoughts and feelings and welcome the new. And as you welcome the new, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. And as I count backwards, you're going to come back in your own time, your own pace to the here and now. 5, coming back gradually. 4, coming back refreshed, recharged, revitalized. 3, gradually coming back. 2, and just come back to the here and now. Okay. Okay, how did that feel?
Yeah, good.
Okay, yeah. Were you able to associate to the experience to begin with?
Yeah.
Okay. When you associate with the experience, was there any point during exercise where you felt the intensity going down?
Yeah, when I started to feel things away and
let go of the feelings predominantly, okay, because that was a big one that really seemed to centre around how you felt about the experience.
Yeah.
Let's say, and it is an exercise that we're doing in a classroom, so it's obviously a little bit more fabricated than what it would be on a one-to-one basis, yet still we've applied the same principles and it still will have a positive effect. If you had to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you be now at the thought of going to the store?
Probably about 4.
About a 4.
Or
Okay.
3 even.
4.
I almost feel I want to go and see if I can do
Even
it.
at 3, like you feel as if you'd like to go see, which is brilliant. Which has been a significant drop. And when you think about doing exercise in the in the environment that we're in, it's a significant drop, really, in terms of where we were initially to where we are now. And it is interesting because a lot of people say to me, well, how long does it take and can you do it all in one session? Well, you can listen to some of the transcripts that I've done on radio and you'll see that people at the end of the short duration say they're okay. Yet the validity of that, I don't know because I didn't follow up anyone that I had on the radio show thereafter. That said, I have had people see me to do a session and they've been okay after one session. But I have people that possibly we may have done another technique or done this technique again just to bring that down from maybe even significantly further on. So I guess where we would go from here we would probably at some point give it a go out there and see how we go, and to the point where we might even do the technique again, and if that gets rid of the phobia, then we move onwards and upwards. If otherwise, then we may move on to a different intervention. But that was great. Thanks for.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Thank you.